So now we have Grayson Bloody Waller from Australia, the NXT 2.0 influencer, whatever he's called. I don't know. Versus the man who apparently is leading the cult of Windham, as he's been marketing online lately, but has not been seen in a ring since his last appearance at WWE, which I believe was Mania.
I think it was Mania 37, the match against Orton.
Grayson Waller, I've seen some okay stuff of him from NXT 2.0.
I think
but
WWE's doing
not so much a standout. I'm curious. Like, what number did he end up on the list?
439. I feel like WWE is kind of cautiously optimistic with him. Like, it seems like a big deal to put somebody with AJ Styles so early on, but also we were talking about this about the Miz last night. Like, AJ is safe.
Yeah,
like you can put somebody in the ring with AJ, and like, if there's anything to this guy, AJ is going to bring it out of him.
Yeah,
and so I think that was the thinking with having that be his first real, like, not really main roster feud, because it's still been mostly confined to NXT. But I feel like that was kind of the logic behind it. Like, let's see what we've got here.
They definitely have to have some sort of investment in him, because he's been really, like, kind of in a spotlight position.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of those things where he ended up really, like, going through a lot of, like, well, he's this guy's friend, or he's a social media influencer, he's a bare knuckle boxer,
mm-hmm.
he's what are you? What is your thing?
Throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. The NXT 2.0.
Throwing it at the Grayson wall, or
modus operandi. That's right. I'm amazed he hasn't had 3 different names in his time on 2.0. Fun fact about Windham Rotunda, obviously the former Husky Harris. He had
no one else.
And no one else. He had 2 Meltzer-rated matches during the evaluation period, which, again, July 1st, 2020 to June 30th, 2021. The average rating of his 2 Meltzer matches was 0.
Ooh.
He had a 1-star match against Braun Strowman at SummerSlam, and he had a -1-star match against Randy Orton at WrestleMania. For an average of 0.
Well. Remember when he debuted as Bray Wyatt in NXT, and everyone was like, "This is amazing."
Mm-hmm.
Then that went away.
And then, yeah. I mean, even when the family got called up and started making appearances on TV, like, they had a really good feud with the Shield. Like, it looked like they had big plans for him, and then they didn't.
It just was so, like, they did not do him any favors by making him cut promos about how he's so unstoppable and he's such a strange force that gets in your head and then gets beaten.
And then he loses every time.
And then just loses. It's like, how am I supposed to believe you? I know this pattern. You say something spooky and cult-like, and then they beat you.
Yep.
How are you supposed to be scary? It's always like when I see, whenever commentary goes off about, like, the big man that shows up, and I'm like, why are we shocked? Like, they have been beaten before. They've been beaten, and they will be beaten again.
Yeah.
It's just how you guys book your people.
Yep. That 50-50 booking helps no one, as it turns out.
And when we say that, when we refer to it that way, we're talking about, like, show up one week, you're great, and you show up the next week, and you're easily beaten with no consequences to it whatsoever.
Yep. Right, yeah, because then the next week you look great, and it's like the loss the previous week never happened.
Yeah, it's all about, like, how, like, whatever words they're using to describe you at the moment you're on TV, that is what they're telling you. This is what you should think about this person.
We are at war with East Asia. We have always been at war with East Asia. That's And I mean, that's been the complaint about WWE booking for 15 years, 20 years, and they still haven't figured it out.
I don't get it.
And the one time it worked was NXT 1.5, and they let every single person involved in that go that isn't married to a member of the family.
So I guess FCW was NXT Alpha, and then eventually went into the beta mode when it was on Sunshine Network, and
Right.
and then turning it into this version
The
of
reality
NXT.
show was 1.0.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. It's like the Yakuza video game series. That was NXT 0.
There's a reason why development doesn't have national television.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to know how to work on television, but you're not supposed to be completely exposed
Mm-hmm.
if you're bad.
Yep. That's why, yeah, Ohio Valley Wrestling, when it was their developmental system, never had TV outside of the Louisville area. Same with Deep South Wrestling. Same with, what was the other? They had a third one for a while.
Memphis Power
Memphis Pro, that's the one. Yeah. You never saw those people on national TV until they showed up on Raw or SmackDown. Like, how... I wonder how different things would be if... Oh, nice powerbomb from Waller. How different things would be if we had seen, the prototype against the Leviathan in
on like an
2001
NXT type show.
on national TV, yeah.
That probably would have been taken in badly. While they
Yeah.
are natural, obviously they grew into being natural talents. That's the idea. They grew into it because
Right.
of the way the environment that they were in. But if you put them on national television, they would have been exposed as like way too green at the time.
Yep. I mean, the flip side of that is we would have got to see like Johnny Jeter as a good wrestler and not as Johnny from the Spirit Squad, and would have got to see Russ Haas before his untimely passing.
Yeah.
Matt Capitelli before his career got derailed. By his,
submission.
brain tumor.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be. That was the triangle choke out of nowhere is one of my actual like favorite submissions because it feels believable in a
Yes.
grappling sense, because you really can just like wrap it in real quick,
Mm-hmm.
pull on the arm hard enough, and it's just there's no way you want to survive that.
Been a little blown up here, but that's understandable. They've been going pretty hard for almost 15 minutes. Waller
So
goes
uh,
back
check-
into the triangle.
I'm checking out the reactions to online with for Royal Rumble,
Mhm.
and it really is a lot of like, on the other hand, maybe it
Yeah.
wasn't that good. It's so weird.
A mandible claw on the floor from Windham. Not going to get a submission out there, but might wear him down. Ugh. So,
Is that like a fireman's carry
into
bomb?
a power bomb, yeah. It's almost like a... What
they
is
gonna
that
reach
called
the
in the
20?
old games? The tower hacker bomb or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I honestly
back into the
I
mandible
thought for a
claw.
second there that was going to be the 20 count, but this could be it. Can't get to the ropes from here, but he let go. He let go.
Why would he do that? Especially if he's
Why would
just
he do
going to eat a
that?
power bomb and Grayson Waller pulls off the massive upset.
Ooh. Started from the bottom and now he is here. Literally
Holy.
from the bottom, like that. You can't get much lower unless you were number 500.
Pretty much.